So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. Have you ever looked at someone who just seems happy all the time? Like generally radiant, even when life throws curveballs. Maybe, just maybe, you have wondered why finding that consistent sense of joy feels like such a struggle sometimes. If you're like me, for the longest time, I thought happiness was something I have to get, something external, a better job, or a perfect relationship, or an apartment, a successful career. Yeah. So, well, we always wait for our circumstances to change, and we think if this change, then I'm gonna finally be happy. This is like waiting for the perfect weather to be happy. You have to step outside and live your life. Today, I want to share something truly transformative with you. Something that shifted my entire perspective. And frankly, revolutionized my own experience of life. It's the understanding that happiness is not a destination. It's a skill that you can develop and master. And the most exciting part, you already have everything you need to start this transformation. So, what we're going to talk about is not just feel-good stuff. It is actually based on understanding the science behind joy and implementing practical strategies to literally rewire your brain for lasting happiness. So, think of your brain like an incredibly sophisticated computer that is constantly running programs, and you are the programmer. So every morning when you wake up, your brain's neural pathways are already firing in patterns that tend to make sure how you feel today. So you have the power to redirect those patterns. Let's get into the science for a second. So every single thought you have triggers a biological reaction in your body. A negative thought, your brain releases chemicals that make you feel bad. A positive thought, different chemicals are released. The ones that make you feel good and happy. This isn't just like, oh, come on, think happy thoughts. It is actual science. Your thoughts are literally creating your reality, and on a biological level also. So if happiness isn't about controlling the other world, it is about mastering your inner world. So how do we start doing that? It begins with how we handle our emotions. We often try to push negative emotions away, right? But I would suggest, so basically trying to suppress negative feelings can actually make you less happy in the long run. True happiness is not the absence of negative emotions. It is the ability to experience the full spectrum of feelings while maintaining an underlying sense of well-being. One incredibly powerful technique is I would call the emotional integration. So, when you notice a negative emotion coming up, your brain's threat response system, the amygdala, is activated. So, but the chemical cascade that comes with that emotion typically only lasts about 90 seconds. So any emotional response that continues after that, that is actually you choosing to keep that active. So the technique is simple. When you feel a negative emotion, set a timer for 90 seconds. I know it sounds weird or stupid, but try it. During that time, focus entirely on your physical sensations. Don't try to change them, just observe them with curiosity. After 90 seconds, you often notice that the intensity naturally begins to subside. You are training your brain to process emotions instead of getting stuck in them. Now, that is a powerful tool, but the real lasting transformations comes from consistent daily practice. So, enough of this. There are different daily practices that literally reshape your brain's architecture. The first one I call internal joy programming. Most people wake up and immediately grab their phones, bombarding their brain with potential stress triggers. Instead, try this. For the first 20 minutes after waking up, immerse in activities that deliberately activate your brain's happiness centers. This could be as simple as deep breathing, or focusing on 3 things you're grateful for, or gentle movement, or visualization, or music. Basically, anything that makes you happy, it can be sunshine, anything, a book, anything that brings you real joy. Anyways, you know best what actually makes you happy and triggers your joy centers. Doing this daily, you build new neural pathways that favor happiness over stress. Another practice you can try is energy management. Think of your happiness like a battery. It needs to be recharged regularly. Don't wait until you're completely drained and empty. Implement what you could call recharge moments. These are short breaks every hour, can be just 2-3 minutes or 5 minutes, where you completely disconnect from what you're doing and just focus on something else that focuses you and that brings you and grounds you. So anything that makes you happy, that you're grateful for. Again, it can be movement, yoga exercises, music. Simply sit in the sun if there's sun and feel the wind. Just 2-3 minutes is enough. These breaks, while seeming small, will boost your productivity actually, and will expand your capacity for happiness. You're keeping your happiness battery consistently charged. So, one more practice is connection cultivation. It's not just connecting with people, that is very important, obviously, but creating meaningful connections with everything around you, your environment, your activities, your goals, and of course also the people in your life. We often go through our days on autopilot, missing the simple pleasures that are right in front of us because we're focused on some future point of happiness. So a simple exercise would be just to pause, look around, find 5 things you have never noticed before. It could be a sound you had never heard, or you see a reflection you've never seen, or just small details you have never noticed before. Yeah, these conscious moments creates new neural connections associated with pleasure. Try it. So now here's where many people get stuck. They try these techniques for a few days and they want immediate results, and then they give up because they're frustrated because they don't have the immediate results. But happiness is like any other skill. It requires consistent practice. You wouldn't expect to get fit after just 2 workouts, right? So it's the same with your happiness practice. Every time you engage in a happiness promoting activity, you're not just affecting your mood in that moment, you are building momentum that carries you forward, okay? It's basically like pushing a boulder up a hill. It's very hard at first, but once it's moving, it gets easier, right? So this works because you're training your neural pathways, okay? Yes. Anyways, I hope this was helpful in some way. And yeah, any questions, suggestions, please put it in the comments. Try these 3 practices I gave you. It's really, really life-changing. I guarantee. I would say give it a month. Really consistent practice. And you will see. Anyways, thank you so much for listening. If I earned your subscription, I'll be super happy if you hit the subscribe button. Please share if you feel like it. And I hope to see you soon.